Coming up, we'll look at recent updates to Windows Hello for Business. We'll show you why it's even more secure than a password and new protections for when you are in a public place or from when you're away from your device. With Windows 10, we've introduced Windows Hello as a convenient and more secure alternative to passwords. For businesses, Windows Hello can be deployed in the cloud in a hybrid configuration and now on-premises within your own environment. Hello enables authentication of your user accounts using Active Directory on-premises or Azure Active Directory. There are a number of advantages. The first is the additional security that Windows Hello offers. It has built-in device-based multi-factor authentication by default. Hello relies on something you have, such as the device itself, combined with a remote authenticator, like your phone, your PIN, or a unique identifier, which could be biometrics, like your face or a fingerprint. It importantly moves your organization beyond the security pitfalls of passwords. And here's how. When you use a password to authenticate, whatever is in your head has to be stored on the corresponding host environment. It's probably hashed, salted, or encrypted, but it's there. Now there are a few issues with this. First, if the server is breached, it can be compromised releasing passwords into the wild. Also, on the user side, most of us reuse our passwords across services, which increases our attack surface if passwords are stolen. And of course, a user can be tricked into giving away their corporate passwords via phishing. The way to solve for this is to ensure that what's stored on the host environment and on the side of the users do not match. This is called an asymmetric approach. It works similarly to how certificates work today, with an asymmetrical key pair of private and public keys. The public key sits on the host environment, in this case Azure, and a unique private key sits on the TPM chip on the user's device and never leaves it. During sign-in, your biogesture, meaning your face or fingerprint, unlocks the private key to perform a signing operation, and that results in your device obtaining an authentication token from Azure Active Directory without sharing any secrets with the server. Now, once you're authenticated, another advantage is seamless single sign-on to your apps and services. First, let me show you the experience without Windows Hello. I'll sign into Windows using my traditional password. Now, when I open my browser, navigate to office.com and I'll sign in. As you can see, I'm being prompted for multi-factor authentication. In this case, my phone. I'm sent a text message with a code which I'll enter now. Although it ends up being secure, it's not very user-friendly, especially if I have to do this multiple times a day. With Hello, on the other hand, I can use facial recognition to authenticate. Remember, it's multi-factor authentication by default. We have the private key on the TPM, which is unlocked with my biogesture. I'm going to authenticate with my face. As you can see, it's almost instant. Now let me open the browser and go to office.com. And as you can see, I'm logged on directly. Now, as an additional safeguard, if you are, for example, in an untrusted location, maybe you're working remotely or in a public space, such as a coffee shop when you sign in. For this, we also added the ability to apply an additional factor for unlocking the device. In this case, I'm going to use a PIN to log on to my device. But because I'm in an unknown location, Windows prompts me to authenticate with another factor. First, it will try to verify the network and then my phone. In this case, I've simulated that my phone is out of range by disabling Bluetooth. Now when I re-enable Bluetooth and log in again, Windows will see my device in proximity and logs me in, completing authentication with an additional factor. And since I have my phone paired with this device, let me show you one more thing. We've added a new capability called Dynamic Lock, which automatically locks the device when your paired Bluetooth device, such as your phone, is away from your PC. So if I walk away from my device with my phone in my possession, my computer is safe. To demonstrate this, you'll see that my PC will automatically lock in a moment when I turn off Bluetooth. This is a significant improvement over the standard 15-minute idle timeout. And anyone can get this working. Go to Start, Settings, choose Accounts, Sign-in Options, scroll down, and this is where you can enable Dynamic Lock, which I've already enabled. Lastly, I mentioned before that we've added a new option to deploy Windows Hello in your on-premises environment. There are a number of supported ways for doing this based on your specific configuration, and you can learn more about these options at the link shown. So that was a quick overview of Windows Hello for Business and the latest updates to give you a secure and seamless authentication experience for your users. As you move forward with Windows 10 in your organization, we encourage you to take a look at Windows Hello and to start your journey into a world without passwords, an area that Microsoft is continuing to lead as a key member of the Industry FIDO Alliance. You can learn more about Windows Hello for Business at the link shown. Thanks for watching.